Today on Made in SA, we connect with 16-year-old David, whose dream is all about water and to one day compete internationally in the South African colours.
My dream one day is to be in the Paralympics and to excel in that.
To be a successful Paralympic swimmer, you need to persevere in your training. You can't achieve things and you're not willing to work for it. It's all about dedication and perseverance and hard work.
This is how we roll on Made in SA. We celebrate young people of excellence and give them a kickstart on the road to making their dream a reality.
My name is David Stephen McClover. I am 15 years old and I live in Randfontein, Toekomsrus. The best thing about where I live is basically the people around me, the environment, I wouldn't say the noise, but also the noise as well. My hobbies is most of the time swimming or play soccer in the streets or just walk around in the neighborhood. I am a fun person to be around with. I don't really get angry at people for no reason or get upset, so people like being around me. The special people in my life is my parents, because they are the motivation in my life. They tell me to keep on going when I feel like my energy is drained or feel like giving up. Then they say, no, it's not the time, so just keep on going.
David is born with a condition called Falcomelia, Robert's Falcomelia. It's a condition where the lumps didn't grow fully, and the advice that was given was that prosthesis at this moment is not doable because he's still growing. So at a later stage, when he has grown fully, then he can, at least at his upper lumps, they can do something.
I would describe David as a wonderful, loving person. He likes to interact with people. He is very friendly.
He's never outside it when we do things, like in everything, you know, when we chat, when we play, anything. It's always included in everything we do. He doesn't see himself as an outsider.
David needs to work a bit on his impatient character that he has, but it's not something that can stand in his way to achieve anything.
What I hate that David does that annoys me the most is he likes to make me angry, and then when I'm angry, he laughs at me because he thinks it's a complete joke. And I hate it when I sing a song and then he just comes in, he doesn't even know the song, comes in with his own lyrics. That's what I don't like.
I can maybe have a serious conversation with Junice and he's like, oh wow, and stuff, you know. Likes to be sarcastic, man. I don't know how to explain it, man. It irritates me with it.
What I love about David is he can make anyone's day. It doesn't matter how you feel or how your day has been. When you see David, even he just greets random people, and that just warms people's hearts, and that puts a smile on people's faces.
I break me af. Hy's baie matured op die oomblik nou. Van ons klein is hy nou baie groot nou. Hy het baie matured geraak en ek hou van dit soos hy nou is.
My relationship with David, he came to our club and I met with his mother and his mother asks that he wants to swim. And David cried because he couldn't swim, and they asked if I could assist them. And 3 years later, he's one of the best swimmer. He can swim independently.
When he started to swim, he had to find himself straight up in the water. So as I was facing the coach, he called me. He said, Mommy, look. And he was standing, he got it right. So in relation to that, that is my favorite. When he said, Mommy, look, I am standing straight. So that one, yeah, I won't forget it. Because he was a bit struggling to get that part.
Water makes me feel free. I mean, it's my best friend. I feel comfortable in it. It's basically like being a fish in the sea.
When David gets into the water, he makes a connection, is passionate and is good. He is just an amazing person. I really think he can be a good role model for so many people, because even youngsters who have challenges in life, they can learn a lot from him. He has a good mindset.
I had this dream when I was a little child, even though I could not swim, but my parents decided to find me a coach that can teach me how to swim, and so I started to learn how to do all the skills in the water.
David is working very hard on his dream because he's working with his coach, he's practicing with him, he's watching, studying videos on swimming.
He came to me and he told me that in future he wants to be a Paralympic swimmer. And that's very interesting, and we are working towards that.
He's very courageous. For instance, on his WhatsApp, he will say, this is the next Paralympic champ, watch the space. So I believe if he keeps on being that positive, I believe he can become.
If he wants it as much as he does, he needs to work extra hard and continue. I know that whatever he puts his mind to, he can achieve it. And with the passion he has, with the drive that he has, at a level that he is, he can achieve anything that he wants to.
I support David all the way. If he wants to become a professional swimmer, I support him. I will stand by him, I will encourage him.
My dream for David, one is for him to qualify for the Paralympic Olympics, and for him to go to university and study whatever that he desires to study and be successful in future.
David will benefit from his different coach for the day, because there is always something new that one can learn, and I believe that if he, on that day, he is going to learn something new.
David, je kan het doen, want
Jou naam is Magnet.
There is no doubt that David has the drive and dedication to make it in his dream career, and his family is behind him all the way. Time for him now to meet his coach. Today we're spending time with David, whose love for water has led him to wanting to make it his career one day. His current coach, Ty, knows that David can make it, but time for us to see if David knows it.
What I'm expecting from today is to have fun, to experience new people and new things. I'm quite nervous about this because it is the first time I'm gonna meet my coach. I don't really know this person that's going to coach me, and this person doesn't really know me. So It's gonna be pretty exciting and nervous at the same time.
My name is Adri Visser. I'm a Paralympic swimmer. I like butterfly. It's my best stroke, and then I'm currently doing my honours in recreation, going over to next year as well. I think about my career that I love the most is giving back to the community, giving back to disabled people what I've been given in my life. I strive to, fulfill people's lives, to have a quality of life more than just a normal life. The biggest misconception about my career would be that people don't really know what recreation is. And it's more about getting people to be more active. And I think if you are more aware of therapeutic recreation in the disability side, that will truly help you to understand just what a privilege it is to be physically active. I'm very religious, so I'd like to see a difficult situation as an opportunity to grow as a person. So I normally tell myself that you can do this if you believe in yourself. There was a time where I wanted to give up in swimming, specifically when I didn't make the London Paralympic team, having qualified already, and I thought that the people didn't recognize my talent and didn't give me the opportunity to go. It's all about slots and how many people they can take and how many they can't. I went back to the pool, tried my best again, swam Africa records, went to Canada, went to America, had a silver and bronze in America. So that really pushed me to excel despite of what people have a perception of and prove them wrong.
If today doesn't turn out the way I expected, I'm gonna try to learn something out of it. I'm gonna get my experience from this.
I'm coaching David today. I think it's more about being a mentor to him and giving my passion, my experience in my swimming career to him so that he will be able to really be a Paralympic swimmer in the future.
I'm gonna tell myself when things get tough that you can push through this. No matter what your brain tells you, you must tell your body you can do this. How was your first experience in the Paralympic?
It's weird to think that your dream's actually coming true. Until you're actually in the moment. There was like people and lights and things everywhere. And that's where I realized, wow, what you've truly thrived for and pushed for is actually happening right now. Okay, so David, tell me a bit more about yourself and why do you want to be a Paralympic swimmer?
I'm a kind of person, I am determined, and the reason why I want to be a Paralympic swimmer is because, first of all, the water makes me feel free, it makes me feel like I'm a fish alive.
The most important question is, what is your favorite stroke?
My favorite stroke is butterfly.
What's your mindset like before you start a competition or before it's your time to race?
My mindset is focus on the race now, but also try to be comfortable in the water. Think how you're gonna swim that stroke. Think what can make you faster in that stroke.
So David, tell me, what do you struggle with in the water? What can we work on?
Stroke, and that stroke is breaststroke. I really struggle with that one, and sometimes I really struggle to get outside the pool.
Thanks for sharing. So, are you ready for your first part of your challenge?
Yes, I am.
The first one is, we want to see how your streamline kickoff is going to be from the side. Then you're going to race against me so that I can observe how your pacing is like and what we can work on in your stroke.
Are you ready? On your marks, get set, go.
Well done! Eric, what's the time?
His time was 1 minute and 50 seconds.
How did you experience your race? How did it feel?
It felt great. It felt renewed.
That's awesome. What I picked up is when you start out, you go all out, and then when you finish, you don't have enough energy. So I want you to pace yourself a bit better. Hold a bit back in the beginning, but not too much, and then go a bit faster at the end. And when you do your freestyle, try and lessen the amount of breathing. So say do more strokes before you take a breath. Let's make that 1 minute 50 to like a, say 1:45.
Okay.
Come on. Okay, great. Let's go for it.
Are you ready, guys? Yeah. On your marks, get set, go.
I'm doing just fine. I'm getting a lot of exercise through this, so that really also helps.
Well, firstly, I wanted to see how his pacing was and his kickoff as well. So we're going to work on that as well. But I wanted to see how he pushes through in the 50 meter, the pacing and his breathing technique, to see where we can have improvements of, pushing off time without like a lot of effort. And I think when I told him to breathe a bit less in the 50 meter, he actually improved his time. So I was really happy about that.
David has been spending time with his coach on improving different techniques in the water. There is so much to consider that will help him improve his time. After this grueling day, will water still be David's best friend? Stay tuned to find out. David has been doing lap after lap, incorporating his coach's advice. The day is nearly over and it's all been swim, swim, swim. Competing with his coach, who's a medal winner, must be stressful.
My first impression of the coach was, well, she's like me, so are we gonna get along? That type of things. And as it looks like it, we are getting along.
Well, my first impression was that he was willing to experiment and explore what advice I had for him. And he had a spirit of, yes, let's go do it and try it out, which is very great and fun. David, I'm going to teach you how to do a proper kickoff with a streamline. So what you want to do is try and do it as quick as possible. I'm extending my arm to be as far away from the side as possible. Okay, so that I can have a quicker turnover when I have to dive. Make sure your foot's tightly on the surface or on the side of the pool, and then kick off as fast as possible. And use the strength of your leg to push you off in the streamline. Remember, streamline's important. Try and be under the water as long as possible, because it's going to be like faster under the water than on top of the water. Okay, go. Try it. Afkry. En as jy opkom, moenie so hoog opkom nie. Kom net tot waar jy kan asemhaal en dan weer af. Want hoe hoër jy opgaan, hoe langer vat dit om weer af te gaan. Kop af, né? En dan say go. What I noticed is that he stresses a lot before a race, and I taught him to speak a lot about a right mindset of not stressing, so perhaps focus more on that, I think, in the future. Hold on. Okay, now imagine that imagery. You know you're going to succeed, it's going to go well, no stressing. Remember, kick off. On your marks. Get set, go! Well done. Give me 5. Boom. Awesome. You feeling tired?
Yes.
That's great. In the different steps of the challenge, I think what really helped was this push-off, which I taught him to use more his hand and his foot in the process to have more of a streamline and a kick-off as well. With the breathing, it really improved his time going faster with less breathing.
My lungs wasn't used to that kind of thing, but I experienced a lot from that.
Yeah, from my side, I have to say that I was really impressed in the beginning where I got to see you move in the pool. I think you have a lot of potential, but there's still a lot of work that you need to do.
Thank you for the day that you have given me. It was really helpful, especially the advice. You've given me a lot of advice that I am going to use in the future. And thank you for giving me that new mindset, that new vision again. So I would like to thank you for that.
Okay, it's a pleasure. Remember, I'm willing to be your mentor, okay?
Thank you.
Go pursue your dreams.
I really feel or felt honored because it's a Paralympic swimmer that told me what to do. But also she gave me great advice for the future.
David is a go-getter and he knows what he wants, and I think that he has the potential to go to the next Paralympics, but in order to reach that dream, he's going to make some sacrifices in his life, in his diet. He needs a buyer that can help strengthen his core and help lose that weight that he needs to lose. A physio that can say, okay, you've got pain today, let's help you with the pain relief. And then the dietitian that can help and say, this is what you should eat, and that type of thing. And he has a great coach. Now he just needs the right combination of people to support him to get there.